Good morning and welcome. My name is Angie Gann, and I am here today to guide you through this morning's 1010 pre-service meditation. As today we will relax into gratitude. So let's just take a moment to get settled, to get prepared for our meditation as we clear our minds of anything and everything that does not belong in this present moment. As we begin to relaxing into the feeling of gratitude. So we sit in our chairs and sit in our seats, feeling our body supported by our chairs, sitting on our sit bones, as we know that there is nothing for us to do in this moment but to be here now. And so we begin to relax down into gratitude, breathing in gratitude, breathing out everything that is not that. Breathing in gratitude, out everything that is not that. As we count down from 10, breathing in gratitude, breathing out all that is not that. 9, breathing in gratitude, breathing out all that is not that. 8, breathing in gratitude, because we know when we are in a state of gratitude, we are in flow with the natural rhythms of life. We are in flow with all that is. Breathing in gratitude, breathing out all that is not that. 7, breathing in gratitude, more deeply relaxed. Breathing out all that is not that. 6, breathing in gratitude, feeling more relaxed. Breathing out all that is not that. 5, breathing in gratitude. Breathing out all that is not that. 4, feeling more relaxed, breathing in gratitude. Breathing out all that is not that. 3, more relaxed, breathing in gratitude. Breathing out all that is not that. 2, more relaxed, breathing in gratitude. Breathing out all that is not that. 1, fully relaxed, simmering deeply in gratitude as we go into our meditation. Enjoy your meditation. staying in this space for just a few moments longer as we count back up into present moment awareness. 1, 2, 3, becoming more aware. 4, feeling your body. 5, feeling your feet on the ground, becoming grounded into your present moment awareness. 6, more aware. 7, feeling more refreshed, more awake, more alert. 8, 9, 10, fully back into present moment awareness as you listen to today's service and get the message that you came here to hear today. We are so grateful that you are here. Namaste. Enjoy the service.
Good morning, Amani, taking in that beautiful energy from the gong this morning. So good morning out in internet land. Welcome to our service today, our Sunday experience at Amani. So we're going to get you started with our beginning song, our startup song, Testify with Ascension. Take it away.
Except this morning, we are going to release and let go.
Oh, release and let go. Sounds good.
3, 4. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm wholly here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm wholly here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm wholly here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm wholly here for God.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you, Ascension. Always uplifting to have the music in the house. Thank you. All right, Amani, out in virtual land. Welcome. Welcome this morning. If there's anybody joining us for the first time, just leave a comment, in our comment section. We'd like to know where you're from and welcome you officially to our beautiful Sunday experience. So that being said, I'd like to start. So our theme for the month here is I Begin. Was it? Say it again. I release and let go and begin again. And so that's been our theme. And so welcome to today. Mitch will be presenting a talk on that. So I'd like to start us off with our vision statement. So let us all kind of take it into our hearts. If you want, put your hand over your heart and just really feel this, because we really live and breathe this vision statement in everything that we do. So just join us together. I know it might feel dorky, but join us anyway. All right. We are an inclusive spiritual community dedicated to raising consciousness and transforming lives. Amen. This is who we are, and we are just so motivated to really live into this vision statement. And one of the ways we do that is through our practitioners. And so if you were in the room, we would ask people to raise their hands and who would be available for service. If there are practitioners out in virtual land, please drop a little statement saying, hey, I'm here, I'm available. Reach out, and you can do this through our website. You can call us. We are here. Our practitioners have done 4 years worth of training, and we have really just kind of live, breathe, and have our being in this service that we provide. It's just a way that we can help each other and support each other in remembering who we are. And who we are beautiful, spiritual, light beings. And so fully expressing God on this planet. And we would love to support you in whatever it is you're wanting to shift, whether something you don't want anymore in your life, something new you want to bring in, something you want to see different. And we are here to provide. We love doing this work because I will be honest with you, I'm a practitioner. And when I work with someone, when I'm in that space with someone, whatever you're working on is probably something I'm working on too. And so we totally love doing this work because not only does it shift things for you, but it also shifts things for us. And so very grateful to do this work. All right, so I'm going to bring Marcy up to do our announcements. Marcy?
Thank you. Thank you, Julie, and thank you, Sonia. You missed the interpretive dance I did. It was kind of impressive. All right, so here are our announcements for the day, and beginning with our announcement that we're still in this sort of interesting virus state where we are not meeting live for the rest of this month. So that's today, and then next week is always our virtual, the first Sunday of the month. So the board is right now in discussion. They're looking at the numbers, and they're just trying to decide what the next step is. We will let you know as soon as we know. It'll hopefully be in our email blast that should be going out any day. So just keep watching, and as soon as we can have you back in here, we look forward to doing that. Here is the last of our January schedule. As Yuli said, the theme is I release and I let go and begin again. And so I didn't update this schedule. So Reverend Sherry is out today. She wasn't feeling great. So we have the wonderful ministerial intern, Mitch Austin, stepping in for her. So it's going to be a wonderful Sunday. And this is our virtual speaker and guest artist for the 1st of February. It's February 6th. So Yuli Lakakis, who you just saw on the stage, our wonderful practitioner, and she is an amazing speaker. And then Leah Morris, who has been here virtually before and is just amazing, amazing performer, songwriter. So don't miss that. And then I'm going to ask Mitch to come up here and talk about Rise and Speak.
All right, everybody. Who knows they have a story like inside you? Maybe you've been through something. Maybe you had some victory in your life, some overcoming. Maybe a really amazing, fantastic thing happened to you. And maybe you're willing to share it. That's what Rise and Speak is, right? We're going to look at our life. We're going to get a story out, and we're going to share it with the world for greater love, transformation, and healing. Now, maybe you're sitting there going, well, I don't know if I have a story. Okay, perfect. If you don't know you have a story, I want you to know I know you do. So come to this class. It's going to be amazing. We only have 3 spots. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 spots left. We're up to 6 people. We only take 9. And the journey is amazing. The kind of depth of connection you get with the people in this class. I've seen people make lifelong friends. So if you just want to make a friend, come to the class, right? There's a million reasons people show up to this class, and all of them are valid. All of them are important. So if this calls to you, reach out to us. You can sign up online. You can send us an email. However you shoot up a flare, whatever you want to do. We'll make sure we get you in the class. It starts February 22nd. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Mitch. Time to rise and speak. All right, and our annual meeting is also coming up for 2022, so please join us. We expect to be in the space or on the patio as well as via Zoom, and it will be February 27th, so it's the last Sunday of February. It will be our Kids' Day, so kids will be there, and it's also our Potluck Sunday. So bring a dish, plan to come with your questions, hear what's going on at the Amani Center, hear what's planned, and be part of the process of the unfoldment that's happening here right now. And then we found a family. We have been really feeling this desire to help an Afghan family, knowing that so many have come here as a result of the crisis in Afghanistan. And so Jeremy was able to find a family that could really use some help. He is going to be heading that up. They're looking for a lot of kitchen items, a large carpet, vacuum cleaner, pillows, and any kind of furniture. They're in a, I believe it's a mother and her three sons, four sons in a one-bedroom apartment with nothing. So if you have things that you would like to share, please contact Jeremy. His contact information's on the slide. You can send us an email or comment in the slides below if you need to get that information if you missed it. Our intention is to help them right now with immediate needs and then put them on our tithing schedule in the future, and then just be a resource as they get comfortable and get situated in this new country, so that they know they're not alone and that we are here to support them. Okay, and now I'm going to hand it back over to Yuli to bless the service.
Okay, so we're back. It's time to go deep, to just take your energy, your consciousness to this deep, heartfelt place. So I invite you to put things aside. Just get in a comfortable position, knowing that my words are yours and we speak to each other kind of soul to soul in this beautiful vibratory connection. So taking a deep breath with me, knowing that we are divinely guided, that this center here, that what you are hearing touches you because my words are your words, our words are your words, that we are in this oneness, in this holy instant, that we connect and we are just uplifting each other. Doesn't matter where you are, we are all in this wonderful, beautiful connection, and this center provides that space for us to come together and really feel our true nature, really experience our true selves. And we are grateful for everything and everyone that it takes to bring this beautiful service to you, and that you bring yourself to us. We are in this oneness. Grateful for all the people who are here, the technology that allows us to touch each other spiritually. And so we are in this place of deep gratitude, knowing that everywhere God is present, and we are that. Letting these words go, knowing that it is done and more. With gratitude, I release and let go. And together we say, and so it is. I'd like to invite Marcy to do our affirmation.
Okay, so the affirmation is up on your screen right now. We like to say it 3 times, or repeat it 3 times. The first time we'll say it with enthusiasm and energy. The second time we'll bring it in and speak it in a whisper. The third time, just please join me mentally as I speak it aloud. Today's affirmation is brought to us by ministerial intern Mitch Austin. All right, let's begin. There is a power for good that is always working with me, through me, and as me. Today, I direct this power for a greater experience of my wholeness. There is a power for good that is always working with me, through me, and as me. Today, I direct this power for a greater experience of my wholeness. There is a power for good that is always working with me, through me, and as me. Today, I direct this power for a greater experience of my wholeness. And together we say, and so it is. And now a wonderful song from Ascension to prepare us for meditation.
Open the door so I can heal my life. that's never known pain. Love's healing grace has opened the door so you can heal your There is a place deep in our soul that's never known harm, that's never known pain. Love's healing grace has opened the door so we can heal the world. There is a place deep in my soul, it's never known harm, it's never known pain. Love's healing grace has opened the door so I can heal my
Thank you, Lorene, and thank you, Ascension, for that beautiful song. There is indeed a place. And so let us now go to that place within for our meditation. Breathing into this space of love and connection and light and upliftment. Releasing anything that is no longer serving us, or even just setting aside the things that we don't need right in this moment. This is our moment for connection, for going within, for our meditation. It is a sacred moment. And so just allowing ourselves to be fully present, grounding into the planet, feeling the upliftment from above during these very interesting times on planet Earth. We are always able to go within. We can always stop and breathe and return to our center, to that place of love and connection and oneness. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more centered and calm and peaceful you are in the face of whatever interesting thing you see out in the world. So just breathing into this space. Now is your time for silence and meditation. is our time when we focus on divine healing. Today, I would like to expand this and make it a time for intention. And so, your intention can surely be for healing, but it may also be for bringing something else in or releasing something. So, take a moment now and think about what it is you want to manifest, what you want to release, what you want to receive, what you want to see in the world, in your life, on the planet. Bring that intention to the forefront of your mind, to your focus. And I'm going to ask you to just speak it aloud in a whisper, or if you feel like yelling it, you can yell it. So let's just take a moment to speak that intention right now. Knowing that the universe just received all of that. You felt the shift. Whatever you spoke or thought or yelled from your backyard or your home, it was heard, and it is manifesting right now. This is the way the universe works. And so I am just so grateful for this truth, and I'm grateful to know that every person is heard and answered, and that all of these wonderful intentions are unfolding in place right now. Anything that needed to be released is gone, falling away. Any healings are done, and that all is well for everyone. And so I release my word into the law. I know that it is already done in this instant. And together we say, and so it is. And now another song from Ascension.
People get ready. There's a train coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Well, people get ready for the train to Jordan. Picking up passengers from coast to coast. Well, faith is the key. Open the door and board it. There's room for all among the love the most. Yeah, there's plenty of room for the hopeless sinner who hurts all mankind just to save his own. Yeah, have pity on those whose chances seem slimmer, 'cause there's no hiding place from the kingdom's throne. Well, people get ready for the train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket, you just get on board. I said you don't need no ticket, you just get on board. I said you don't need no ticket, you just get on board. Woo!
All right, people get ready. There's a small crowd here today, but we are lively. And the music is just amazing. I can't wait to get back into the space with everyone. And I'd just like to invite you to just really take in the message today. I love it when Mitch speaks. I was just telling him before we started that it's always such a joy to feel his vibration as he speaks. The message is always relevant, and his energy is just he's on fire, and just wonderful speaker. I'm sure you'll be inspired by his message today, like we all are. Mitch Austin.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's throw up some hearts. Let's throw up some thumbs up. This is the day. This is the day that Spirit is made. Yes? Can you feel it? Let's feel it in our body. Let's just take a breath in. Let it out. And so I just invite you as this message unfolds to hear this message with the ear behind the ear. To see the images with the eye behind the eye, and to feel Spirit, the divine truth through the heart behind the heart. And I'm just knowing what needs to be said will be said today, what needs to be heard will be heard today, what needs to be healed will be healed and revealed. Yes? Gotta say yes. If you want it, gotta say yes. So you notice my energy's up, yeah? Yeah. I just came off Tony Robbins' Ultimate Breakthrough, so now I got Tony Robbins running around in my head. I do. I probably needed that. I didn't know I needed it. You ever have something show up you didn't know you needed it? And it just kind of came across my Facebook. I thought, Tony Robbins, well, he's got a lot of energy. I don't seem to have any. So I thought I'd just sign up, right? And now he's running around in my head. And I had set my alarm last night, and I wanted to practice the talk a little bit more. And I thought, well, I'm going to get up at this time, and then I'll have 2 shots at doing the talk. And then I didn't get to sleep till after midnight, right? So my alarm goes off, and I start bargaining in my head. Anybody ever do that? Okay, well, if I don't go to the office to practice, I go straight to here, and then I do that. Then I can get at least 1 in, right? So I start anybody bargaining with yourself when the alarm goes off? And then you know what popped up? Tony Robbins. Really? You're going to compromise the promise you made to yourself and the commitment you made to this message and the commitment you made to serve, and you're going to settle for shining for less than you can truly be. And I'm like, I'm getting up. God, this is great. I'm going to do it. So now this is what you're getting, some weird mixture of Tony Robbins running around in my head and today's message. So I want to start off with a question. Who would like to restore their experience of wholeness in some part of your life? Maybe it's your love life. Maybe it's your financial life. Maybe it's your friendships. Maybe it's that workplace equilibrium, right? Life ain't great if work's out of balance, right? Something's going on, some drama. Maybe it's your relationship with yourself. You want to have a greater, more whole relationship with. Or just standing in your power, feeling whole enough to speak your truth, whatever it is. Just throw up a heart, a thumbs, a yes, right? You got to name it to claim it. That's what we're doing today. It's interactive, by the way, so I do expect. I'm going to look. There's a test. I'm going to see who threw up hearts, who threw up all of that. So today I'm talking about spiritual wholeness, right? And it's not something that we get. It's something we already are. Just like the song, the music was perfect today. There's just that place within us that's never felt weak, that's never felt wrong, that's never been hurt. That divine essence of wholeness within each of us. It's always been there, but sometimes we leave it in consciousness, yes? Something out there hooks us and keeps us separate from it. And today what I want you to know is you can have an experience of wholeness no matter what the conditions are. And we got so many conditions, right? Coronavirus, Delta thing, Omicron, social justice, economics, Mercury in retrograde. But you can have an experience of wholeness no matter what. You know who knows this? I don't know if anybody's ever heard of a man. His name is Nick Vujicic. I had to practice that, by the way. He's a motivational speaker, Powerful speaker. He's married, got 4 beautiful children. He surfs, he golfs, he travels. Amazing guy. Oh, by the way, he has no arms and no legs. He has a condition called tetraamelia syndrome. He has a head, he has a torso, and he has what he calls his little flipper. And he golfs, he swims, he surfs. If anyone ever had an excuse to say this is all my life can be, it's him, yes? But he has an experience of wholeness within him that is pulling him to have a greater experience of life, right? Even with a body that's like that. So who'd like to learn an approach where you can embody your wholeness no matter what? No matter what. And so the title of today's talk is Walking into Spiritual Wholeness. I'd like to retitle it right now, Walking Back to Spiritual Wholeness. Look, we came into the world knowing we're whole. You ever talk to a 3-year-old? Ask him to sing, I can sing. Like there's no, ask him to dance, they'll dance. Draw the Eiffel Tower, they'll right? We all have that innate knowing. And there's 5 steps I'm going to talk about. 5 little steps we can take to bring us back to that state, that level of knowing of wholeness within us, no matter what's going on in our lives. Now, here's what I want to say about some of the things that we teach here at Amani. Many of the things we teach, they're simple. They're simple principles, but they're not always easy. And that's why we keep talking about them in different ways, right? So that we can up-level our mastery in them. And the truth is, we're all on this journey, right? I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't mastered all these 100% of the time, but I teach what I need to learn and I share it with you so we can be on this journey, yes? All right. Here's what Maya Angelou has to say about our wholeness. She says, you don't need another person, place, or thing to make you whole. God already did that. Your job is to know it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have an experience of knowing it. I'm going to tell a little story about that, and we're going to get some spiritual food from that. Because we want to reconnect with this knowing. Yes? Yes? Look, you got to know it to show it. Got to know it to show it. Everyone say that. Got to know it to show it. Got to know it to show it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make our knowing strong within our being. So I did a little promo Friday night. If you saw my promos, throw up some thumbs up for today's talk. And I don't always do that. I'm going to tell you why, but I'm going to start doing it, but I'm going to tell you why I haven't been doing it. Because if I do the promo about the talk and I get everyone excited, what if I don't meet everyone's expectations? Anybody ever think that? Right? Yeah, okay, we got some people. Okay, and here's the deal. I'm giving a talk on wholeness. See the conundrum here? So I did this wonderful, I was like in the spirit. I was caught up by spirit. I did the video, and then it was Saturday. Sometimes Saturday I'm working on the talk, and it's always like sausage making, right? Oh, it's a piece here and it's a piece here, right? And then that fear comes up, right? Oh, what if I don't land it, right? Those doubts. So, all of this, we're always living this stuff, this principle, right? And the steps I'm going to talk about today will help us push through things like that. So I'm going to tell a little story from the Bible, right? The B word, the Bible. Now, the Bible is different things to different philosophies and religions, but here, it's a metaphysical handbook. And Jesus is the teacher, right, in this book. That's how we look at it. And it has very powerful spiritual food. And this story got caught up in my head months ago. You ever have a story get caught up in your head and you couldn't stop thinking about it? And there was deep spiritual food. Maybe it was a fictional novel. Maybe it was a movie like The Matrix, whatever it was. And it just kept feeding you on a different level. That's what happened to me when I came across this story. Couldn't stop thinking about it. And I'm going to share it with you today. So here's a story. It's the story in the Bible where Jesus heals a blind man named Bartimaeus. So this is Mark chapter 10, verses 46 through 52. 6 verses. 6 powerful verses for this story and 5 steps that I'm going to share with you right now. So the story goes like this. Jesus, I'm going to tell it Mitch style. Jesus was coming into a place called Jericho. And he was in the last leg of his journey, right? We all know how it ends. And by this time, he'd amassed quite a few people were following him, big crowd. So he's moving through Jericho, and there's this blind man, Bartimaeus, who's on the side of the road, and he's begging, right? And he hears that the person coming through town, I'm sure you could hear the ruckus, right, was Jesus of Nazareth, right? So Bartimaeus cries out, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me, right? Cries out to Jesus because this is his shot. And everyone around him goes, shh, 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 hey, don't bother Jesus. Like, who do you think you are? They shush him. You ever been shushed? You tried to reach out for good, right? And you know what he does? He shouts louder, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stops. And he looks at his people and he says, call him. Because, you know, Jesus got people. So Jesus' people comes over to Bartimaeus and goes, hey, man, good news. Jesus wants to see you. Come on. So Bartimaeus does. He jumps. He doesn't just get up and wander over. He jumps, throws off his cloak, up on his feet, comes up to Jesus. Jesus says, what do you want me to do for you? And Bartimaeus says, Rabbi, I want to see. And Jesus says, go. Your faith has healed you. And then Bartimaeus could see. And he followed Jesus along the roadside. Great story, yes? And there are 5 takeaways. So if you're taking notes, I'm going to give you these 5 phrases right now you can write down. The first one is reach, push, let go, ask/believe, and remember. Reach, push, let go, ask/believe, and remember. So we're going to unpack this story again through a metaphysical lens. And in this story, Jesus represents higher power, divine, spirit, the presence, big guy in the sky, whatever words you use, right? That's who Jesus represents in this story. And Bartimaeus is all of us. You ever reached a point in your life where you couldn't see the next right step? Where you didn't know what to do, where you felt almost spiritually blind? Yes, we've all had that experience. You live long enough on the planet, you have some version of that. So the first step in coming back to our wholeness is to reach out for the good near you. Bartimaeus is on the side of the road, right? He could have just kept panhandling like, Jesus doesn't want to talk to me. Jesus is too busy. You ever have an opportunity to connect? Maybe it was your hero and you could have like gotten their autograph. This was me. I'd always like avoid them. They don't want to talk to me. I don't want to bother them, right? We do this. We make ourselves small. But he didn't do that. He reached out for the good. So we got to reach out for the good. He called out, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And then what happens? We call out for our good. We make some declaration. We're going to move towards our good. Then the committee shows up. Anybody? The committee in the head, who are you? Who are you to think you could start that business? I did the who are you? Who are you could ever speak up on a stage? You're not even a minister. I did it. So the second step is we got to push past resistance, whether it's in here or outside of you. You know the well-meaning friends. Are you sure you really want to leave California and move to another state? You know, like all of a sudden, you know, you got all these counselors making you rethink your wisdom and your vision. They mean well, but you got to push past that. I have a vision, right? I'm going to push past it. And that's exactly what Bartimaeus did. He just got louder. Get louder than the voices in your head, right? I'm going to do this. Now here comes the third step. So the part of the story that blew my mind, you know the emoji where the head comes off and there's puffs of smoke? That's this part of the story. If you don't remember anything else I tell you, I want you to remember this part of the story, right? It's the part where Bartimaeus jumps up and throws off the cloak. Do you know what the cloak represented in that time? The cloak was issued by the government to give legitimacy to begging. When you had the cloak, you were sanctified by the government. You were determined indigent enough, unable to work enough, that you could legally beg. That's what the cloak was. Now, I'm sure when he threw it off, there were probably 10 people wrestling for it behind him. And here's the thing. He threw the cloak off before he could see. Imagine if he walked up to Jesus with the cloak. Can you imagine that? Let's all imagine it for a second. And Jesus is looking at him going, why are you wearing that? You come to me wearing that. See, what the cloak represents in this story is our story. Sometimes we put ourselves in a cloak of a story that keeps us less from our magnificence and our wholeness. Right? So we got to let go of the story. That's step number 3. We got to let go of the story that's keeping us from our experience of wholeness. Look, Nick Vujicic could have worn the cloak of, look, I got no arms and legs. Nobody would have blamed him to stay in a wheelchair, to stay small, to stay less than whole. Right? And I'm telling you this not so we can feel guilty about these stories, but so we can be empowered. You know, when I heard this about him throwing off the cloak and what the cloak represents, this is exactly what went through my mind. I want you to imagine this. Somebody's on welfare, and they get a business idea. And their friend, maybe a friend, a resource, they reach out to a friend and says, yeah, I'll help you with that business, right? And then they call up the welfare office. Ring, ring, hello. Hi, I'm Bartimaeus. Do you have me on your list of people that receive welfare? Yeah, okay, I want you to take me off the list. No money coming in yet. I want you to take me off the list. I want you to stop sending me checks because I know my good is here now. That's how much, what if we had that much faith in our dreams? What if we had that much faith in our healing? What if we had that much faith in our wholeness? Right? Because that's the next part of the story, is about the belief. See, the cloaks, we wear them for a reason sometimes. Sometimes they're a benefit. Sometimes we don't have to be so much. Sometimes we don't have to meet people's expectations. Sometimes we get a need met by wearing this cloak of less than. It's called a secondary benefit. Right? A secondary benefit. We get some type of payoff from this less than story. Let's try a few on, because we know we're spiritually whole, right? We're just going to try these on, no judgment. We're going to let the committee sit over here. We're just going to try them on. We can look at this. We're spiritually strong enough to look at some of these. Here's one. If I am unwell, people won't expect too much from me. I've done this one, by the way. I made it known at work that I have diverticulitis. So if I have a day I'm not feeling so well, I'm like, oh, it's my divers. I get a free pass. That was my secondary benefit. I've thrown that cloak off, and I'm so grateful that I have. But that's what I was doing. Here's another one. If I get sick, people will be nice to me. I'll get attention. You know who used to do this one to me all the time? My mother. Yeah. I didn't talk to her for 2 weeks. Because I don't feel well. I'm like, whoo, I'm over there. Right? Loving on her, giving her attention. And it would happen over. And all of a sudden, and here's how you know when you're wearing the cloak for that secondary benefit, it repeats. It repeats. You're getting something out of it. And we need to look at that. Right? If you don't have money, maybe you're broke all the time. People go easy on me. They won't ask me to buy the Girl Scout cookies. They won't expect presents for Christmas, right? There's a secondary benefit. How about this one? How about this one? I'm unlovable. I'm just unlovable. That way I don't have to open myself up to possibility, love, and possibly getting hurt. Right? I'm just unlovable. Don't even have to deal with that. Right? And here's how you know. Here's how you know. Anytime the twos or the knots come out of your mouth, you're wearing a cloak. I'm too old. I'm too fat. Right? I'm too ugly. Whatever the two is. A two comes out of your mouth, you're wearing a cloak. You're wearing a story. Or the knots. I'm not smart enough to go to college or back to school, right? I'm not funny enough to get on stage and tell jokes. Whatever it is, a knot comes out of your mouth. You're wearing a cloak. Okay? Last one I'm going to share with you. I love this one. I'm just a bad person. So I just can't get anything right. I'm just a bad person. You know, used to tell themselves this. Anyone know Mel Robbins? 5-second rule? She's amazing. Phenomenal spirit. She's got a lot of great YouTubes. I was watching her YouTube, and she admitted that she was using this cloak, this story, I'm a bad person, to cheat on people. She was in relationships. She was always cheating. She said she would just tell herself, I'm just a bad person, right? Then she didn't have to try to be a better person, right? So we got to look at these stories and take them off of us. And you might be saying, Mitch, but you don't know my story. You know what? I don't know your story. But here's what I do know. If you argue for your limitations, you get to keep them and the half-life that manifests. That's the truth. And when we can look at that truth, we can make a different decision. We can make a different decision. I was really sick about 6 months ago. I had this illness, and that's me, relationship with health and illness and what shows up in my life. I've noticed a pattern. And the pattern is when my mental life is too much to bear and what's going on, my body somehow compensates. So my mind and my body are not in an integrity relationship. And so I've had to call myself out on it. It's the story I've been wearing, right? 6 months ago, I got really sick after an incident, a traumatic incident at work. And I had, muscles rippling in my legs. I couldn't sleep. I had heart palpitations. I had migraines. I had inflammation through the roof. It's a real thing. And all of a sudden, I started to think, well, maybe I need to go on disability. Maybe I need to cut my hours at work. I was starting to wear the cloak. And I'd heard this story, and I thought, I can't wear that. If I start wearing that now, I can't get to my wholeness. So I kept trying to take it off. So my legs are twitching. I'd go for a walk. I'd use my affirmations. I kept pushing and I had to take it off. Sometimes you have to take it off multiple times. And I kept having to go. And every time, and as I started to keep taking it off, all of a sudden a thought came in, go see an acupuncturist. Then another thought came in, go see a holistic practitioner. And little by little by little, I started to get well. This energy, this person you would not see if I kept that cloak on. See, this is real work, and it makes such a powerful difference. Don't hide that magnificence under the cloak, because there's a wholeness that's within you that's trying to get out. You got to ask and believe. That's step number 4, ask and believe. He said, Jesus, I want to see. I want to see. I don't want to stay blind. I don't want to stay small anymore. I want to see. I want to step into my power. Now, here's the thing. You notice that Jesus asked him what he wants? Do you know why he asked? It's a metaphysical principle. See, you got to ask for your good. You got to be receptive for your good. It's not just going to show up at your doorstep. You can say, I want to be healthy. I want to be free. I want to be whole. I want to be financially fit. I want to be in love. I want to be in a relationship. I want to have a fantastic work experience. You got to ask. And then you got to believe that it's possible now. Right? And then, so Jesus made him ask because he's activating the law of mind. Right? Bartimaeus responds. And then what does Jesus say? Jesus doesn't say, I've healed you. No, he didn't say that. He said, your faith has made you whole. Right? There's that power within us. Here's what Ernest Holmes calls it. Ernest Holmes says the creative power of the word, right? The asking, the creative power of the word is not something we inject into the power or into God, right? But something we draw out of the power. The power that we draw is within us. That's what Jesus says. Your faith has made you whole. Not the Father, not me, you. Right? It's right in there. And here's step number 5. And this step, I love step 3, but I also love this last step. So at the end, the Bible story doesn't waste any words. Don't think anything in these stories is ever miscellaneous. In fact, probably the smaller thing is the more powerful thing. And at the end, it says that he followed Jesus along the road. In other words, he kept going with Spirit. He kept his relationship with God going. You ever have a prayer or a demonstration of something and it worked out, like you prayed or you worked with somebody or you set an intention and it showed up? And you're like, wow, this is so great, right? I got some help from the divine, right? And then you go about your life and we kind of fall asleep and then we have some problems, and what do? We try to figure it out, we try to fix it, we try to phone a friend, and then at the end, when none of that's working, what do? What do? We pray. We go to Spirit. Wouldn't that be great if we just did that right off the bat? Right? So we need to remember that our word is powerful, that prayer is powerful, that spiritual practices are powerful, right? We need to keep that fresh before us, right? This whole work, we awaken to something. You ever have an epiphany? Like, oh my God, that's it, right? You have some illumination, and then did you ever forget it and fall asleep? And then you thought, oh God, I got to remember that thing again, right? So it's always just closing the gap between what we know works powerfully, between this knowing of our power within and falling asleep and being awake and falling asleep and being awake. So let us embrace these 5 steps. Remember to reach out for the good that's near you. Push past the resistance, the committees, inside or outside, to let go of the story, right? Let go of the story. You want a better life? Tell a better story. Come to Rise and Speak if you want a better past. We'll help you tell a better past story, right? Find some of the light in it. And remember to stay with Spirit. So I want to leave you with this amazing prayer. It's by Jack Addington. And it's called, God is the only power in my life. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. I am a perfect child of God. Nothing anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover all that I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past and I find that I have nothing to atone for, nothing to run away from. Casting off the old me, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. No, old conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. Now and forevermore. Amen. Blessed be. Thank you.
Amen. That is perfect message, and there are so many gems. Thank you, Mitch. I'm still kind of taking it in and coming down and back into my body right now. So give me a second. So, all right. So it's now time for our joyous time of giving, and if you were here, we would definitely pass around a basket. We rely on and, are very grateful for the financial support that allows us to keep the lights on, to pay our bills and keep us in this beautiful, beautiful space. And we also, like Marcy was sharing, tithe out into the community and support people and causes in our community. And so your support does just, provide us with the ability to do these wonderful things. And also to bring that consciousness into your experience, knowing that some of your cash, some of your that they're your donations. I'm still trying to come back into my body, Mitch. Knowing that these wonderful tithes are used for beautiful purpose. So there are many ways that you can support us, when we come back into the space, you can definitely do it here. But until then, please use these tools. You can go on our website. I know that there's something being dropped as a link, and so you can do that. You can do it from your phone. You can do it any way that you feel moved, knowing that what you give us also gives to you, that there is a reciprocal energy exchange. And so I'm going to just go into a treatment right now. So knowing that these words are also your words, knowing that we are in this place of connection, we are in this divine space. Anything that you do and put out, like Mitch said, comes back to you, that you are in this place of expanding and exchanging and living your full life, your full kind of endowment birthright. And part of that is just being connected. And we are grateful, knowing that the abundance that you experience is our abundance, is your abundance, is the world's abundance. That all these beautiful energies, exchanges are uplifting and whole. We are beautifully grateful and receptive to all the good in our lives, knowing that as we give, we also receive, releasing these words now, knowing that it is true for us, true for you, true in the oneness. And together we say, and so it is. And now Ascension, we'll play our last song tonight.
Holy Mother, Father, God, thank you for your healing love. Holy sacred light divine, thank you for this life of mine. This I know. Oh, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. I am grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude. Being here with you today makes me come alive and say, we are presence, we are part of the one infinite heart. They hello. I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude. You are a gift to fall on this earth of truly unbelievable worth. Bring it, sister, brother, to magnificence is falling on you. This I know. I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude.
So grateful. I look forward, I keep on saying it, I look forward to the day that we are back in the space, because it will just be, you can feel the vibration of the speakers, of the practitioners, and of course, Ascension. Music touches us to our soul. So we are going to do the presences here. So at home, please join us. We're going to have the words pop up on the screen. Please join us, stand up, sit down, put your hand to your heart. Just feel that presence. Ready? Take us away.
The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here.
fed, uplifted, and knowing the wholeness of our being. I know that each and every person is guided, protected, uplifted, and held as you move through your hours, your days, and your week, and until we meet again. And so it is. Blessed be.